The year 1991 was a scary time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A twisted monster known as Jeffrey Dahmer was roaming around looking for young men and boys to lure back to his apartment for his own sinister pleasures. In his apartment, a dead body, a previous victim laying on his bed, Tony Hughes. Dahmer enjoys the presence of a corpse on his bloody mattress. After hanging out with the corpse for a while, Jeff wants to get more beer as it's his favorite escape from reality. When he gets to the liquor store, he notices some pretty easy prey nearby, a few underage boys hanging out right outside. Before he enters, he approaches the teenagers and offers to buy them alcohol. One kid happily agrees.
Want me to get you something? What do you want?
I don't fucking know. Boone's Farm?
That kid is 14-year-old Konerak Sinthasomphone. Dahmer offers the kid some money to come back with him to his apartment and pose for photos. The kid agrees and sadly falls into Dahmer's trap, following him back to his apartment. At his apartment, Dahmer continues with his sinister rituals and fixes both of them a drink. He then puts sleeping pills that he had previously prepared into one of the cups and gives it to the boy. Unknown to Dahmer, Sinthasomphone was the younger brother of the boy whom he had molested in 1988, resulting in him being arrested for a few months. Jeffrey and the boy drink together while sitting on the couch. During their short conversation, we learn that the boy was aware that Dahmer molested his brother. Dahmer then claims that he is the victim and that his brother lied to the police about what had happened. In a short while, the boy is heavily influenced by the drugs in his cup and falls unconscious. Now Dahmer can do as he pleases and performs his horrific acts. He wanted to create a zombie-like state that would make his victim do whatever he wanted and never leave him. Dahmer drilled a single narrow hole into the top portion of the boy's skull, through which he injected hydrochloric acid into the frontal lobe. Dahmer then drank several beers while lying alongside Sinthasomphone before briefly falling asleep. He then leaves his apartment to drink at a bar and buys more alcohol. While Dahmer is away, the boy tries to leave the building after he regains consciousness, but he's still in very bad shape and injured. He can barely walk. Dahmer returned toward his apartment and discovered the boy sitting naked on the corner, right outside his apartment building, talking in Lao, with three distressed young women standing near him. Dahmer approaches the women and told them that the boy, whom he referred to by the alias John Hmong, was his friend and attempted to lead him to his apartment by the arm. The three women tried to stop Dahmer, explaining they had called 911. Two Milwaukee police officers, John Belserzak and Joseph Gabrish, arrive at the scene. Dahmer's demeanor suddenly relaxed. He told the officers that Sinthasomphone was his 19-year-old boyfriend, that he had drunk too much following an argument they had, and that he frequently behaved in this manner when intoxicated. Dahmer added his lover had consumed Jack Daniel's whiskey that evening. The three women were angry, and when one of them attempted to indicate to one of the officers that the boy was bleeding from his rectum and that he had seemingly struggled against Dahmer's attempts to walk him to his apartment prior to their arrival.
Let us do our job.
Okay. But the boy is bleeding.
The officer harshly informed her to butt out, shut the hell up, and to not interfere. The incompetence of the officers does not end here. Shortly after the arrival of the Milwaukee police officers, three members of the Milwaukee Fire Department arrived at the scene. They also examined Sinthasomphone for injuries and provided a blanket for the police officers to cover the boy. One of the three believed that the boy needed treatment, but shockingly, the police officers directed the fire department personnel to leave and told them that they were in control of the situation. Dahmer was able to con the police into believing him that night. Officer Gabrish, followed by Balserzak, escorted Dahmer and Sinthasomphone to Dahmer's apartment as Dahmer repeatedly commented on the general crime in the neighborhood and all of his appreciation of the police. Inside his apartment, and in an effort to verify his claim that he and the boy were lovers, Dahmer showed the officers the two semi-nude Polaroid pictures he had taken of the boy the previous evening. Though Balserzak said he smelled nothing unusual, Gabrish later said he noted a strange scent reminiscent of excrement inside the apartment. This odor emanated from the decomposing body of Hughes. Dahmer stated that to investigate this odor, one officer simply peeked his head around the bedroom, but really didn't take a good look. Just before the officers left, they told Dahmer to take good care of the boy.
I don't know what you guys do, just take care of him.
This incident was listed by the officers as a domestic dispute. When the officers left his apartment, Dahmer again injected hydrochloric acid into Sinthasomphone's brain. This second injection proved fatal. The following day, May 28th, Dahmer took a day off from work to devote himself to the dismemberment of the bodies of Sinthasomphone and Hughes. He retained both victims' skulls. Following his arrest, Dahmer stated, "I trained myself to view people as objects of pleasure instead of people." And that brings us to the end of this video. Kindly check out the next one, or find more interesting ones on our channel. See you there.